Welcome to the 10-Minute Fantasy Football Fix. I'm your host, Mike Doherty. Brought to you by Beginner's Guide to Fantasy Football, Guts, Brews, and Bad Advice, written by me. Takes 10 minutes to read, 40 pages, made it really easy. You can drink, be sober, send it to a friend if they want to get into football. Covers fantasy and redraft. Again, only $10 at barnesandnoble.com. So this is our first show of the year. It's an inaugural show. It's a whole new format. So what I'm going to do, since we're in training camp and we're also redrafts a ways away, I'm going to concentrate on Dynasty, and I'm going to concentrate on position by position free agency FAAB money. So I went in, interestingly enough, I spent all of my, all but $1 of my FAAB money on two running backs. I drafted a lot of different rookie running backs. So one if I can hit a scratch at lottery ticket and hopefully get some second round value out of them this year. Shout out to Mamba, Big Dog Birds Only League. This is my I took my own advice and cut down on some other leagues. So these are my two main Dynasty leagues. I'll be giving you updates each week about them as the season progresses. And in the Mamba League, I went $800 for this young man, drafted in the 7th round, Kyle Najee for the Chicago Bears. And I had a gut feeling. You know, I'm wrong about a lot of stuff, but if I start studying something and I have a feeling and I just really like the guy, like the kid, like what he's doing, chip on his shoulder, reading what other people are saying about him, I'm all in. I'll spend money on it. I want this guy, Trey Sermon was another similar guy. I always hope well. I hope you do well, but this could be a far-fetched thing. But you got to factor in 2 years ago, Detroit Lions, and I don't want to start drama here, but I watched the Hard Knocks with the Detroit Lions, and it really gave me another look at DeAndre Swift, who's now in Chicago, would be considered the lead running back. Now they have Roschon Johnson and this kid Kyle Najee, which I think is going to be Johnson, Najee, and I think Swift is on his way out. He's the odd man out. Just because I had a whole different perspective of him before that Hard Knocks and then after. Ben Johnson was hard on him. All said the same thing. They got great talent. You could be a top 5 running back of all time, but why are you running this guy over when you can just go around him and score a touchdown? It's not, for him, it's not working out. They traded him to the Philadelphia Eagles. Then he ended up signing back with the Bears, and now Ben Johnson's there. And they're all both saying the right things. Swift saying, I'll go along with it. And again, this is just what I'm reading. This is what I'm saying, but this is what I saw on Hard Knocks. I just didn't look like a good match. Najee and Johnson are those Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery kind of guys. And that's the kind of offense they're going to have. So I'm going to go with those guys. And I spent $800 on Najee. Don't spend $800, but I did. The other guy I spent my last $45 on, Raheem Rocket Sanders from the Los Angeles Chargers. That's also interesting. Kind of another veteran guy, 4-down guy, reliable guy, Najee Harris. Always plays. He'll get in the end zone every once in a while. Signed with the Chargers. Now all of a sudden, locally, this guy Rocket and Hampton are the number 1 and number 2 guys. They're always talking about, trading Harris maybe to the Cowboys, getting some picks. But that's just rumors. Those are just all rumors. We'll see what happens in training camp. We'll see what Rocket Sanders does. They might keep all 3 of them. It is a run-heavy offense, but if Najee Harris goes, he'll be wherever he goes, he's going to be a 3-down guy. He's going to be a tough guy. So let's go up north to Seattle. These are all my 5 guys. And, if Najee Harris does get traded, he'll be on there for, trade purposes. Most people are going to have him. He's not going to be on the waiver wire. But Emmanuel Wilson, Damian Martinez, Raheem Sanders, and Kyle Najee. These are guys that I have been studying, reading about, hearing great things. They've been written about, and the training camp isn't even started. So these guys got buzz going in. I spent money on 3 of them. They're on my team. Emmanuel Wilson, I've had for 2 years. I love how he runs. He just never has been given a chance to start, and he's behind Jacobs. Jacobs is another year older, so I don't know. It could happen. Could happen this year. You mean he stuck around? He could be like another A.J. Dillon that's healthy. And that's another guy. He's probably going to get cut from Philadelphia, but I didn't put him on this list. So what we got is Najee Harris, if he gets traded, Emmanuel Wilson, Damian Martinez, and Raheem Sanders, and my guy, Kyle Menage. So let's move on here. I think I could probably get this done in 8 minutes. I have to rename the show. Now, this is a segment called Shut the Flex Up, Donny. It's in tribute to the Big Lebowski. These are going to be comeback running backs, and I don't know why I have Najee Harris in it. I just have that feeling. He's already the odd man out before training camp started. So this is Shut the Flex Up, Donny. This is Najee Harris. And this is brought to you by MikeDBooks.com. So if you want to check out my books, go to MikeDBooks.com. Najee Harris, and then Emmanuel Wilson, if something happens, if he gets cut, traded. And then Miles Sanders, I've had him a few years, and he's did all right, but now this is a chance for him to play out in if Najee Harris doesn't show up in Dallas. He's got blue in front of him, not behind him, but we'll see how that works out. So there you go. There's some of my deep picks of guys you could add, not for $800. Don't do $800. You could probably get them for $3 or $4. I just wanted them. I followed my gut. I have a feeling 2 out of these 5 guys are going to do well this year. And then you're going to have somebody run into training camp that's an unrestricted free or undrafted free agent, and he will shine. And all of a sudden he's on everybody's roster, and people are trading second-round picks from in 2028, 2027 for him. And that's what I love about fantasy football and dynasty football. So do your research, look at the trends, make some trades, see who you're going to pick up with your FAAB money. Don't spend it all like I did. But I feel good. I really feel good about Menage and what Ben Johnson's going to do in Chicago with those 2. And hopefully Swift ends up somewhere, where he's wanted. Maybe he goes back to Philadelphia after A.J. Dillon gets cut. Who knows? But again, thank you. This is the 10-minute Fantasy Football Fix, episode 1. I want you guys to enjoy training camp. Tune in. Go see Oxnard. The Cowboys are flying into Oxnard this weekend. I'll see if I can get up there. And the Chargers are in training camp in El Segundo, which is across the street from where I work. And again, if you are so inclined, Guts, Brews, and Bad Advice, go check it out on barnesandnoble.com. Enjoy your week. Enjoy training camp. And every Wednesday, Thursday, get your guys off the waiver wire. I'm Mike Doherty. We'll see you next week.